Hey y'all, it is February. Got a dog barking. February the 25th, 2018. I just wanted to cover this real quick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're deep into this, alright? I think we've already proved our point. At this point, we're just really, we're really banging out all the nooks and crannies and stuff. We're really starting to get a complete picture. And that's basically what we're doing now. We got this headline right here, and it says, "We were asking to go in. EMT at Parkland shooting speaks out and pulls no punches." Now, here's the thing. There's already been controversy for a while now over, that supposed deputy who stood down and he was a coward, and everybody in the whole nation called him a coward, and he was not allowed to speak for himself. But anyways, there's speculation as to whether or not there was 4 other deputies there also standing down, or whether or not there was like 8-10 cars there and all those people were standing down. It's real fuzzy. The details are real fuzzy. But I want to read you a little bit of this article, only a little bit, because that's really all we need. This is incredible. We already know that not one but 4 Broward County Sheriff Officer deputies took up positions outside Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School rather than enter the school and engage the shooter. This is still alleged because I guess we know that there's 4, but there could have been more, actually. Come to find out, they're still investigating, y'all. Now, Brian Enton of WSVN in Miami has spoken to an emergency medical responder who was one of the first on the scene and spoke on condition of anonymity. Now, here's the thing. We don't really like anonymity here. At the same time, safety first. However, we're going to have to hold Brian Enton's feet to the fire. He's claiming to know somebody. Alright, so let's read some quotes. "Everything I was trained on mass casualty events says they did the wrong thing." And mind you, the anonymity might be because he's probably snitching on some pretty important people. He said, "Everything I was trained on mass casualty events says they did the wrong thing." You don't wait for the scene to be cleared. You go in immediately, armed, retrieve the victims. You can't leave the victims laying there. We were asking to go in, asking the scene commander to go in. Why are we standing around? Why are we not having patients to treat? Why are we not going into the building and retrieving these kids? The response every time was law enforcement did not clear the scene and would not allow medical personnel. Let's just read a little bit further because you're starting to get the point. "I would hypothesize I could have saved lives. I can't say for sure. I would have risked my life to go in. I was eager to. I was frustrated the entire time. Rapid evacuation of the wounded. All they had to do was bring them out of the building and we could have started medical care. I think they made the decision they thought was right at the time, but I don't think it was right. I don't think it was the right one. They should have been more aggressive about getting victims out." Alright, and so you can read the rest of the page. I think it's on twitchy.com. Just like type in, "We were asking to go in EMT at Parkland." You're going to find it. Alright, it's not going to be hard. Basically, what's going on is he's describing a situation which, well, of course they're tripping out about one officer standing down, but they're not focusing on all sort of other officers standing down. And the fact is that they had a fire drill earlier that day, a terrorism drill like maybe earlier that week. Alright, what I want to paint a picture for you is something that sounds wild and nightmarish, but I just wanted to put that out there. Thing is, I'm only guessing. This is only speculation. However, let's say you were in a mass shooting scenario, and you're trying to set up Nicholas Cruz. Alright, you're going to successfully set up Nicholas Cruz. So, that's your plan. You've been plotting for a while. So basically, anybody that you do shoot, you're going to have to kill them. Because, say, if you shoot them and they do live, well, they'll probably recognize you. Maybe you'll shoot them as they're running off. and maybe they'll keep running. Or maybe you shoot them through a classroom window and stuff, and even then they don't see your face. But if you shoot them in close proximity, they might see something that you don't want them to see. Maybe they see that you're bigger than Nicholas is. Maybe they see that it's more than one of you. Something like that. Alright, so what I'm trying to say to y'all is I don't know why there was a stand down. I don't know that this is exactly all accurate information, but I can tell you that Brian Enton is vouching for all this, that there were EMTs that came to him and said, hey, there was a stand down for many minutes, in which that is completely unacceptable, absolutely unacceptable. However, those were the orders. Like I said, the situation is of nightmarish levels. And in that, what happens is they got to make sure the children die or the people die. They cannot be wounded and they cannot be treated by EMTs to save their life. No, because they've seen too much. So instead, well, let's just keep the medics outside the building. Let's wait until all these kids just bleed out. Bleed out. It might take a whole hour, but that is what it is, you guys. That is what it is. I know what I'm describing to you sounds like a nightmare. I know it. All the evidence points towards it, though. It's real weird. You can check out the headline in the article if you want. Meanwhile, I just gotta let y'all know, even though we know all that we do know right now, we're discussing all these details and all this truth is coming out, yet and still I have people who are going to call me some sort of liar, talk bad about my daughter, talk bad about me, try to attack me. They're called trolls. Right? And they're not proving nothing and they're not stopping nothing. We're still going to speak the truth on this channel, whether the trolls like it or not, unfortunately. And so I'll holler at y'all February the 25th, 2018.